Templar, jabs, magic deep, stamping, healing, hybridization, radiating, jabs, vigor, vitality, major stamina, Templar, vigor, magma, radiating, net growth, hybridization. Hello, party people, it's me, Steady Eddie from the YouTube. And before I say anything in this video, I want to let you know that I'm wearing a suit today. Which means that my opinion is valid and better than most of, if you're not wearing a suit, it probably means I'm more intelligent than you, because I'm wearing a suit. A suit is a sign of intelligence, it's a sign of professionalism, and those are the qualities that I possess today, because today we are on the PTS, and I'm going to give you my opinion, and by wearing a suit, I'm validating that opinion, and showing you that I am objectively correct. This is just what happens when people wear suits. I don't make the rules. I didn't make the world this way. This is just how society is. If you wear a suit, you're more likely to be correct than someone who doesn't wear a suit. I don't need proof of that because I'm wearing a suit. I'm just telling you, and that means that opinion is valid. So yeah, I decided, because I'm a little bit late to the PTS, that I would wear a suit, and that the opinions that I haven't given yet are going to be more validating and more valid to everyone. So today we are going to talk about Templar, and more specifically Stamplar, because Stamplar is going to be fucked next patch. Lots of people are saying it's going to be OP. It is and it isn't. I think Templar is going to be OP, but Stamplar, just straight up, it's not going to exist, really. Not in the way that it should. And if you want to make it the OP version of Stamplar, it's not going to be Stamplar. It's just going to be, it's going to be basically Magplar with Stam jabs. And I'm going to show you why and how this is, and why the hybridization changes. I like the idea of hybridization. I think it's fun, but the way that they're doing it is really not taking into account that certain skills and abilities are just going to be useless, because if you take the best version of each skill and each thing on a Templar right now, you are just going to end up with a Magplar, maybe with Stam jabs. I'm going to show you why and how. So I've got a pretty regular Stamplar build right now on the PTS. I'm running Essence Thief front bar with Mechanical Acuity, Essence Thief back bar with Mechanical Acuity front bar. I'm running dual wield because, for anyone that doesn't know, they've added brutality to biting jabs, so you don't need to run rally to get brutality. So instead I'm running dual wield to push extra damage. This means I'm also running Camo Hunter where rally would be. I'm going to talk about this change in a bit because I don't like this change either, and I'll explain that as well. But so everything is scaling off of the higher of your weapon and spell damage. What this means for Templar, because they haven't taken into account the passives, is that spell damage is, well, maybe they have. I don't fucking know, okay? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on anymore. I really don't. I just want someone to tell me what to run. And then I won't have to think. I really won't. Why do I have to be the guy that sits here at his computer and says, you guys run this, run that. Just because I wear a suit, okay? Just because I wear a suit shouldn't mean that I'm the guy that has to sit here and tell you guys what to run. Run whatever the fuck you want, okay? I was prepared to give sound advice today. I woke up and I was like, Ed, let's make a proper video where we analyze Templar. Because it's my main class. I play this shit. I know it's a joke. B tier, PvP, B tier, P. I'm pretty fucking good at Templar. I am. It's like, yeah, overall I'm kind of shit at the game. But this one thing, I think I'm actually pretty fucking good at. But why do I have to tell you? Why are you coming to my YouTube channel? What are you doing? I don't need to tell you shit. You know what? I'm not gonna tell you anything. You can work it out for yourselves. You can work it out for yourself. No, come on, Ed. You know, this is why you make a YouTube channel. You want to help people. You want to like, you know, help people out and blah, blah, blah. Come on. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself down. Alright. Alright, I'm wearing a suit. I'm wearing a suit. So, Templar stacks spell damage better than weapon damage. Because, if you see here, the Dawn's Wrath passive grants you minor sorcery. So at the point that you cast Living Dark, which you will have now because with the hybridized changes, this is literally a burst heal now. What? How have they not nerfed Living Dark? How have they not nerfed it? I was looking at the patch notes. You can see it live on stream. I have a VOD where I was reading the patch notes and I saw Living Dark and I was like, oh, they're gonna nerf it, of course. No, they haven't fucking nerfed it. This is a fucking burst heal now. Shit's healing me for like 4k every 0.5 seconds now. Because it's critting a lot. I don't know, I just, it's insane. It's insane, what are they thinking? I've got Templar now with Magplar healing. I didn't need it. I didn't need it. I'm a Templar main. I said this a second ago. I don't know if you remember. And I don't need to run Living Dark. I can live without it. But all you fuckers, you are fucking, you have to live on this. You have to live on this. You know, you need it. You need it to survive. I don't. I'm built different. I wear a suit. I don't need Living Dark. So nerf the shit out of it for all I care, because I'm still gonna be, I'm still gonna be here. Anyway, when you cast it, it gives you minor sorcery. It gives you minor sorcery, and this means that when you're on Templar, on a Templar build, you know, on my Templar build, you actually get more damage from stacking spell damage. So as you can see here, I've got 4.8k weapon damage and 3.9k spell damage. If I change these glyphs to spell damage, which I'm gonna, oh, I didn't mean to lock it. Oh, for God's sake, Ed! Now I've got to type confirm in capitals and it takes so long. Change this to spell damage. So now I have 4.8k spell damage, but then I cast Living Dark and you'll see that I have 5.2k spell damage. And my jabs are scaling off of this, my heals are scaling off of this, my vigor, etc, etc. This isn't buffed, I haven't got major brutality up or anything like that. But the problem here now is that cool. That's cool. There's, you know, this is hybridization. I'm using spell damage because that gives me better damage. But the problem now is that Power of the Light doesn't scale off of spell damage. This skill hasn't been hybridized. So what that means is that it's probably more worthwhile for me to take the other morph, the Magicka morph, because the Magicka morph still scales off of my spell damage. And as we know, now my spell damage is higher. So if I do that, now I've got Purifying Light on, well, now my bar is starting to look pretty hybridized. But then I'm lacking a burst heal. I've had to drop Rally because Jabs now gives major brutality. Well, I haven't had to drop Rally, but I've had to slot Camo Hunter somewhere because I need Camo Hunter. Because I need major savagery, because crit damage is one of the best things on Templar. So now I've got no Rally, I've got no burst heal. So I'm like, okay, well, my Honor the Dead is going to be scaling really high on my Templar now. I guess I'll have to slot it where Caltrops is, so I'm going to have to lose some damage, but that's fine because I'm going to have a fat burst heal in the open world. That's great. That's really good. Fantastic. And now, well, you look at my bar setup, and to be honest, I'm kind of, you know, I've not really got many stamina abilities. I've got Vigor, Shuffle, you know, and what we now realise is that Radiating Regen right now is one of the most busted abilities in the game. And you can pretty much get the same healing on Radiating Regen. Why didn't they nerf it? Why didn't they nerf it? My God, why? What? It's so busted. This skill alone. needs to be yeeted into oblivion. I am so fed up of this shit. God! And so I might slot like a restoration staff back bar at this point. I can't remember if I have a restoration staff. I have an Olarim's restoration staff. Let's just put it on, just for the sake of it. And then at that point, I'm running, you know, dual wield restoration stuff like Magplars do now. And I'm like, I'll run radiating regen then. And then at that point, well, I can't use shuffle because I'm gonna need some kind of a, what's the word? You know, fast thing. You know, what's it called? You know, when you get slowed down. Snare thingy. Yeah, I'm gonna need some kind of snare thingy. And then at this point, what have I got? Look at my bars and tell me what I've got. I've got a Magplar with stam jabs. That's it. Well, I'm gonna need to change that to Magicka, am I? Because I need to sustain all these mag skills that I've got on my Stamplar. And then at that point, it's like, well, I might as well just go full Magplar and sustain it more and get better damage. You know, run Mag Jabs, run Magicka Javelin or Toppling, whatever you want to use. Because it's just like the most sophisticated way to push the most amount of damage you can get because of the hybridization changes and how they've implemented them. And yes, I'm still gonna run my like classic Stamplar, but it's not gonna be as powerful and it's not gonna make as much sense. You know, I'm purposely going to be putting myself at a disadvantage just to sort of make me, you know, have some nostalgia for the class that I, you know, have mained for so long. So, yeah. I'm not necessarily not a fan of these hybridization changes, I'm just not a fan of their implementation. And that's the end of the video. Like and subscribe, please. Please, I need you to like and subscribe, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you.